Hey friends, if your December already feels like a lot, we've got your back. We made a free, Joyful on Purpose holiday guide to help you figure out what actually brings you joy and what you can totally let go of. It's simple, grounding, and honestly, kind of a breath of fresh air. Sign up for our newsletter to download it. The link is in the show notes, or you can go to chasingbrighter.com to get your free guide.
Welcome to the Chasing Brighter podcast, the podcast created as a guide to make midlife the best life.
Are you ready to embrace the next chapter of your life with confidence and excitement? Your best life is just a listen away. Welcome back to the Chasing Brighter podcast, where we help you build a life filled with joy, connection, growth, and meaningful self-care.
I'm so excited about these December episodes just because we're also recording them together, which is really fun. And today we are diving into one of our absolutely favorite topics and the biggest topic of the season, which is holiday self-care, and the kind that actually nourishes your mind, your body, your spirit, not the kind that overwhelms your nervous system and leaves you feeling emptier afterwards.
Because let's be honest, this time of year pulls every part of us. Schedules, emotions, money, expectations, family dynamics. It's so easy to slip into numbing strategies instead of nurturing strategies.
And today, we're helping you tell the difference and choose what truly supports you.
You know, the holidays bring a surge of overstimulation, lights, noise, crowds, shopping, the expectations of being on, social obligations, and this invisible emotional load you carry as you try to make this season special, magical. Many of us women are the gift buyers, the planners, the wrappers. You know, it really kind of falls on our shoulders.
Yeah, and your nervous system, as you know, absorbs all of that.
Yeah.
So your body is processing extra stimuli, extra pressure, extra decisions. Even joyful things can be draining when they all happen at once.
When you feel tired, irritable, or stretched thin, that's not you failing. That's your system saying, hey, I'm maxed out.
It's like your inner knowing, trying to really tap into that, which is so hard, especially when we're all so busy. So, let's talk about nourishing self-care versus numbing coping. Let's define it. So, nourishing self-care restores you. It doesn't drain you. And numbing coping temporarily just distracts you.
Yeah. And neither one makes you a bad person. You know, numbing is human.
I do it all.
We all
I
do it.
Yeah.
But knowing the difference helps you choose like what your body actually needs. Like when you're talking about tapping into yourself, right? So it's what is it? And so sometimes I want to mindlessly scroll on social media for 10 minutes and that's what I need, right? It's not bad, but it's taking the time to check in with yourself. So we want to give you examples of nourishing self-care and examples of numbing so you understand the difference, right? So nourishing is saying no to something that drains you. It's a slow morning with your phone in another room. It's 10 intentional breaths with soft lighting, a walk outside, warm showers, foot soaks, baths, asking for help earlier than you really want to, leaving a gathering when your body is telling you, I'm done.
Yeah, these are the things that make you feel steadier afterwards, calmer, softer, more grounded. I recently took a bath and I hadn't taken a bath in a really long time, and I forget how relaxing they are. It's such a great self-care.
Yeah.
Many of us have bathtubs that we're so excited about when we first had our houses, where there's a jet tub and hardly ever use them.
Well, I had trauma. I remember when I first got in the bath, I thought I was going to be a bath person. And one of my children, they were young, saw me in the bath and ripped all their clothes off and jumped on top of me. And I was like, oh, I'm not. I thought I was going to be this bath person. But we're lucky because we have a spa, connected to our pool.
That's true,
for my other podcast, Healing is My Hobby, we talked about burnout for November. And I do this thing called a healing lab. And so I tested out heat therapy. So I did the spa, the bathtub, and a foot soak. And so a lot of us may not have a bathtub, but I was really surprised that a foot soak was equally helpful. So any kind of warm, especially for women, everyone talks about cold plunges, but for women, like heat is better for us and more soothing. And so if we can't get in a bath, if you don't have a bath, you also have a steam shower, super jealous of, right? You're making a face. But I mean, And, but like, I love that, like the idea of some heat therapy, I think sounds so delightful. It's a great self-care.
Yes. So I want to talk to you guys about what numbing coping examples are. So these are some easy ones for a lot of us, or just part of it I feel like is just tapping into knowing, like being aware of these things. But mindless scrolling, maybe it's emotional eating, whether that means stress or just bored. Maybe it's overspending. Maybe it's overcommitting. Maybe it's something where you're drinking to get through an event. Or maybe you're staying up too late just to get some alone time.
And again, this isn't to shame you, right? These are normal, but they often leave us less depleted, right? It's not pouring into us. It's not nourishing or helping. It's just kind of pausing however we're feeling.
Yes, I like that. Yeah. And so, what we want to talk about is a few signs that you might be numbing instead of nurturing, right? So maybe you're feeling disconnected from your body. Maybe you're just kind of going through the motions of something and not really thinking about it with intention. Maybe you've, kind of got a short fuse. You're irritable. Your family, your partner, your kids are driving you crazy. Maybe you're just kind of in bad headspace. You're feeling resentful about doing everything. Or feeling like you need just a giant escape, whether that's shopping or wine or scrolling.
When you notice these, it's not a cue to judge yourself, but it's just a cue to pause. So we want to share with you a simple 3-part self-care reset. And we're going to call this the Nourish Me Check-In. We love a good title.
We do.
It's fast, it's doable, and it works. So pause, put one hand on your chest and one on your stomach, and name your need. Is it, I need quiet, I need space, I need support, I need to stop for a minute. Meet it gently. Choose the smallest possible step toward that need.
You don't need an hour. Sometimes just 2 minutes of intentional stillness is enough to shift your whole energy and really tap into yourself.
Boundaries are so critical for our wellness and our well-being. And so we want to just remind you and go over some boundaries. And I love a script. Like, what is a boundary? What do we say? What do we do? So these are some things that you can tell other people, which help you set boundaries for, as a self-care for ourselves. So we can tell people we're keeping mornings slow this year. We're doing fewer activities to stay grounded. We're leaving by 8 p.m. tonight. We're simplifying gifts. It's just what feels right for us.
I love that. Boundaries aren't walls. They're actually self-care in action. And so they protect our peace so we can enjoy the moments that matter most to us. I think that's really, really an helpful thing to think about. So, our takeaway challenge for all of you this week is choose one nourishing ritual that you can commit to and one numbing habit that you want to replace or even just soften.
Yeah, not perfectly. It doesn't have to be every day, just with awareness and gentleness.
So we hope today's episode gives you permission to take care of yourself in a way that feels soft, intentional, grounded, because you deserve peace this season, not exhaustion.
And remember, the holidays don't have to be perfect to be meaningful. You get to choose what matters. You get to rest. You get to protect your energy.
And next week, we're slowing things down together with a special Christmas Day episode, which is a gentle pause in the middle of the holiday rush.
It's just going to be a soft, reflective space for all of us.
So we can't wait to be with you again.
See you next week.
Thanks for listening today.
If you loved today's episode, share with a friend.
Are you ready to chase brighter days ahead? Subscribe to Chasing Brighter now, and let's embark on this exciting journey together.